Hi again, Chad with Silent Tiger Martial Arts. I have a really interesting tip today. A lot of adults have asked me to show how to do high kicks without warming up. This comes about all the time, mainly with adults because they're more concerned about real self-defense situations. Now again, in a real self-defense situation, we're never going to kick like a movie and kick everybody in the head, all that kind of stuff. However, the question comes up, how can I throw high, powerful kicks without warming up? Because I'm not going to have that kind of time on the street. So, I'm going to show you a real quick tip. It's called a turning step, or a turning kick. It helps open up your hips a little bit for those people who aren't stretched out. Now, I haven't stretched out, and I'm not the most flexible person on the planet without a good warm-up, so I want to show you how it is, or how it would be in the street. So, in your regular fighting stance, if I throw a round kick, and I use a heavy bag here for an example, a regular powerful round kick would be thrown more of a swinging, torquing, dynamic movement. I have to swing my body and fire the kick. Now, I would pivot on my support foot, usually up to 180 degrees to generate enough power. Now, I'll show you how to get away from doing that and not telegraphing the kick as much, and still being able to kick probably a lot higher than you normally could. So you're here, you're in your fighting position, you're always in your defensive stance. Now, if I need to kick higher, I'm not warmed up and it's a self-defense situation, there's little things I can do with my stance. If I'm here and I just turn this foot, instead of pivoting on the ball of my foot and allowing it to spin, I turn it open, what we call a scissor stance in our system, like this, okay? This little movement first, I'm not going to do this static. I'm not going to stop and then fire the kick. That would let this person know that I'm going to kick them, which is exactly what we don't want. We want to be able to kick and get away. So, what I do is I turn this foot without him seeing it just a little bit, even if I just take this little step out. And you can use your heel to turn it, or you can go on the ball of your foot. That doesn't matter. What does matter is that that's going to be our support leg. It's going to have our weight on it. So by turning my hip, and I'll do one slow, if I turn my hip like this and I open up my hip, and I'm close to the bag, turn, I should be able to kick higher than I did before. And I did. I kicked about there. So, if I do this at speed, instead of throwing this spinning motion where I have to really torque into it, or a lot of people without a lot of training, they see this kick, or maybe they have a little bit of training, and they think they understand the ground kick, because let's face it, it's one of the most common kicks in all martial arts, and they throw it like they're swinging a baseball bat. And it's still going to hurt you if it lands. However, without that snapping whip-like effect, you're not going to get the same kind of power. Okay? So, from here, I turn my foot, and I can bring it up. Alright, so hopefully this turning step helps you. Again, it's just a simple turn, opens up the hip joint so you can hit better. Hopefully this helps you out. Practice, and see you next time.